Chosen one, the time has come to hear a truth that will elevate you to a new height of understanding. This moment is no coincidence, and if you are watching this right now, know that it's because God has pulled you out of the noise to speak directly to you. For so long you've wandered, tried to find your way and sought answers in places that only led you to confusion. But today, I tell you with certainty, God has been preparing you for this very hour. There is a shift taking place, a divine invitation to step into a realm where struggles fade and the promises of abundance, peace, and purpose await. This isn't a distant promise. It's for you, and it is here now. In the stillness of the early hours at 3 a.m., there is a divine call. Few will hear it, and even fewer will respond. It is a call for the chosen ones to rise, to step away from the distractions and into the purpose God has already set before them. This isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or the right conditions. The call is now. At 3 a.m., the veil between the natural and spiritual realms is thinnest, and God's presence is most powerful. If you felt a stirring in your spirit, a pull at your heart that seems unexplainable, that is God calling you to align with His will in a way that will change the course of your life. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are chosen. God has marked you for this mission, and this calling is not one that can be ignored or postponed. The path ahead will not always be easy, but it will be filled with divine clarity and peace as you step into what God has promised you. At 3 a.m., the atmosphere shifts. This time is sacred, and if you listen with an open heart, you will hear God's voice like never before, calling you to rise and take your place in His plan. Don't look to the left or to the right. Do not be distracted by the noise or the opinions of others. This is not their journey, it's yours. The distractions you faced in the past were not to keep you from your destiny, but to prepare you for the calling that is now unfolding. You may have wondered why things have felt so difficult, why you have faced struggles when others seem to have an easier path. It's because God has been refining you, strengthening you for what lies ahead. Your trials were not in vain. They were your preparation for this divine assignment. At 3 a.m., God is aligning everything that has seemed out of place. The confusion, the pain, the setbacks, all of it has been a part of His plan to bring you to this moment. It's time to step into your destiny. The road ahead is not one that requires your strength alone. It is one where God will walk with you, guiding your every step. You have been chosen not for your abilities, but because God has already equipped you with everything you need to fulfill His plan. What you have experienced up to this point has only been the foundation for the greatness that is to come. Your mind might race with doubt, thinking, how could I be the one? How could I have the strength or the ability to fulfill such a purpose? Let me reassure you, chosen one, that this calling is not based on your strength, but on God's power within you. This is not a task that you can complete on your own. This is a mission that only God can complete through you. As you align with His will, His strength will carry you through. There is no more room for self-doubt. The time to act is now. Look around you. Every door that has opened, every connection that has been made, and every circumstance that has unfolded has led to this moment. This is not just a random series of events. It is the hand of God orchestrating everything, preparing you to step into the purpose He has designed for you. The divine timing is perfect, and the 3 a.m. hour is your sign that you are right where God wants you to be. The doors that have opened, the opportunities that are about to present themselves are not by chance. They are the result of divine alignment. God has positioned you for such a time as this. Chosen one, let me speak directly to your spirit. This is no ordinary season. You are standing on the threshold of something extraordinary, and God's divine favor is about to manifest in ways you cannot even comprehend. At 3 a.m., there is an open portal of opportunity. This is not a time for hesitation. It is the moment for bold action. As you step into the divine flow that God has prepared for you, know this: you are moving into a new realm of destiny, a place where the struggles of the past will no longer have power over you. The old seasons of confusion, rejection, and delay are coming to an end. This is your time of breakthrough. Do not allow the enemy to distract you. You have been waiting for this moment, and now it's time to rise up in full faith, knowing that God has already made the way. At 3 a.m., the enemy will try to remind you of your weaknesses and past failures, but I remind you today, Your past does not define you. The blood of Jesus covers every mistake, every failure, and every missed opportunity. You are now walking in the fullness of God's grace, which means you are walking in victory. The lies of the enemy no longer have a hold on you. The devil cannot stop what God has already ordained. So step boldly, knowing that the gates of heaven are open wide for you to walk through. This is a time for divine release. As you move forward, expect to see doors open that you thought were closed forever. The miracles that have been held back are being unlocked, and they will pour into your life with overwhelming abundance. At 3 a.m., the timing of God is precise. He has been working behind the scenes to prepare the perfect environment for your divine elevation. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. God was positioning you, refining you, and equipping you for the destiny He has set before you. What seemed like an obstacle was merely a divine setup for your breakthrough. Now, chosen one, it's time to act. You are being called to walk into your purpose without looking back. You've asked for clarity, and God has answered. The path is clear, and the only thing left is your obedience. When God calls you to move, there is no more time to waste. Your obedience is the key to unlocking the fullness of His plan for you. Some of you may still be waiting for the perfect conditions or for all the details to make sense. But I tell you now, this is not about waiting for everything to align. This is about trusting in God's timing and moving when He says go. Delayed obedience can cost you your destiny. The time is now. As you step forward, don't look to the left or to the right. The opinions of others will not matter, because this is between you and God. This is a personal assignment, and the only voice you need to listen to is His. You are not waiting for permission from anyone. You have already been chosen, and now it's time to step into what God has ordained for you. The calling on your life is too great to be delayed. You are being activated at this moment, and there is no turning back. This is your moment of divine commissioning. At 3 a.m., the atmosphere is charged with purpose and power. It is time for you to rise up, take your place, and fulfill the assignment that has been given to you. You may not feel ready, but God is ready. His anointing is already upon you, and His power is working through you. You are equipped for this. You have everything you need to succeed in this mission, and you will not fail. With God on your side, nothing can stand against you. Before we continue, let's take a moment to align ourselves fully with God's plan. Tap like if you're feeling the divine shift. Don't forget to subscribe for more of these life-changing messages. Drop 55 in the comments to confirm your covenant of new beginnings and alignment. You have stepped into a moment of divine activation, chosen one. There is no turning back. The time is now. What you've been waiting for is here. Step boldly into your purpose, knowing that God's hand is on you, and His plans for you are greater than you could ever imagine. Chosen one, now that you have answered the call, understand this. What is ahead of you is a journey of divine fulfillment, where every step will be marked by God's favor and supernatural provision. You have already entered a season where God will reveal to you the power of His promises in real time. This isn't a waiting game anymore. This is a season of manifestation. What was once only a whisper in your spirit will now come into full view. Every prayer you've lifted, every cry of your heart, every tear you've shed has been seen by God, and He has prepared this moment specifically for you. At 3 a.m., the air is thick with anticipation. It's a sacred time when God begins to activate His promises in the lives of His chosen ones. What seemed impossible yesterday will be within your reach today. You will see divine provision and breakthrough come in unexpected ways. Those dreams you've had that seemed too big, too far away, are now beginning to materialize. They are coming to you not because of your effort or striving, but because of God's faithfulness to His word. It is not by might, nor by power, but by His Spirit that your destiny will unfold. You are no longer walking in uncertainty or confusion. God has given you clarity, and He will continue to lead you every step of the way. You don't have to have all the answers, chosen one. You only need to trust in God's timing and His direction. At 3 a.m., God is clearing the fog of confusion and giving you a clear path. The doors that have seemed locked, the relationships that were once fractured, and the opportunities that were once out of reach are now being restored to you. You may not fully understand how it's all happening, but rest assured that it is the hand of God at work. In this season, you will notice something incredible. The weight of your past struggles, disappointments, and fears will begin to fall away. The burdens you once carried will no longer have the same weight. God is lifting the weight off your shoulders, and He is replacing it with His peace, confidence, and assurance. As you move forward, you will find that the fear and doubt that once held you back will lose their power over you. The confidence that comes from knowing that God is with you will empower you to take risks and step into new opportunities without hesitation. You are walking into a new identity, chosen one. This identity is not based on what the world says about you, nor is it based on your own understanding of yourself. It is rooted in who God says you are. You are His chosen vessel, anointed and appointed for such a time as this. Your past no longer has a hold on you. The mistakes, the failures, the things you've regretted, all of it is washed away by the grace of God. You are being made new, and this new version of you will be the one to fulfill the calling God has placed on your life. At 3 a.m., there is a transformation taking place in your spirit. It is a moment of divine awakening, where you will begin to see yourself the way God sees you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are chosen, loved, and equipped with everything you need to succeed. This divine revelation will give you the strength to face challenges you once thought insurmountable. No longer will you shrink back or second-guess your abilities. You will walk boldly into your calling, knowing that God has equipped you for every assignment He has set before you. The truth is that God is about to move in your life in ways that will leave you speechless. The breakthroughs you've been praying for, the doors you've been waiting to open, will open in unexpected ways. God is going to provide for you in ways you can't even imagine. The things you thought were impossible will now be possible, because God is shifting everything in your favor. At 3 a.m., divine favor is being poured out on you. As you continue to trust, you will see the supernatural flow of blessings coming into your life. You may not see it all right now, but know that the foundation is being laid. God is building something lasting in you. This journey is not about quick fixes or instant gratification. It is about divine alignment with God's perfect will. Every moment of obedience, every step you take in faith, is a building block that will lead to the manifestation of God's promises in your life. This is your time to step into the fullness of God's blessing, knowing that He is your provider and your protector. Chosen one, the best is yet to come. As you rise into the fullness of your divine assignment, know that you are walking into a destiny far greater than you could ever dream. This is just the beginning. The manifestation of God's promises is upon you, and you will see His hand move in your life like never before. Step boldly into this new season with confidence, because God is with you every step of the way. Chosen one, what you are about to experience is unlike anything you have ever imagined. As you continue to step into God's divine alignment, know that His plans for you are filled with purpose, abundance, and a future beyond your comprehension. Every moment of your life has been leading to this divine appointment. The struggles you have endured, the pain you've suffered, and the trials you've overcome have all been preparing you for the greatness that is now unfolding. This is not just about what you're going to receive. It's about the transformation that is taking place within you. You are walking into a new identity, a new level of understanding, and a new revelation of who God truly is in your life. This is a time where your relationship with Him will deepen, and you will begin to see Him work in ways you never thought possible. At 3 a.m., the veil between the natural and the supernatural is thinner, and God's presence is undeniable. You will start to notice His hand guiding you in every decision you make. Where you once felt uncertain, you will now walk with assurance. You will hear His voice more clearly, and your spirit will respond with boldness, knowing that God is the one leading you. This divine transformation will be evident not just in your spiritual walk, but in every area of your life. God's favor is upon you, and it will be impossible to hide the blessings He is pouring into your life. The things you once struggled with will now seem insignificant, as God removes obstacles that stood in your way. This season of divine provision is not temporary, it is an everlasting flow that will carry you through every season to come. Where there was once lack, there will now be overflow. Where there was once confusion, there will now be clarity. This is the season where you step into the fullness of God's promises for you. God is not just preparing you for success, He is preparing you for impact. Your life will now serve as a beacon of light to those around you. The transformation that is happening inside you will begin to radiate outwardly. People will notice the change in you. The peace that once seemed distant will now reside in your heart, and the joy you thought was fleeting will now become your constant companion. The favor of God will surround you like a shield, protecting you from the attacks of the enemy and opening doors of opportunity that no one can shut. This is your time to shine, and the world will witness the power of God's hand upon your life. As you step forward in obedience, know that there are divine opportunities waiting for you. These opportunities are not the result of your efforts, but of God's divine orchestration. He is placing you in the right place at the right time with the right people. What may have seemed like coincidences in the past will now be recognized as divine appointments. God is setting up divine connections, divine promotions, and divine favor that will carry you to new heights. Your past struggles are being redeemed, and you will now experience the fullness of God's blessings in every area of your life. In this season, your faith will be tested, but your obedience will be rewarded. God is asking you to trust Him completely, even when things don't make sense. This is a time where faith and action must go hand in hand. You will be asked to step out of your comfort zone, to move in faith even when the road ahead seems uncertain. But know this: every step you take in obedience will be met with divine provision and supernatural favor. You are not walking this path alone. God is with you, and He has already gone before you to prepare the way. The transformation you are experiencing is not just for you. It is for those around you as well. God's blessing upon your life will overflow, touching your family, your community, and beyond. This is not a season of selfish gain, but of divine multiplication. The wealth, favor, and abundance you are about to experience will serve a greater purpose. You will be positioned to help others, to serve others, and to be a light in the darkness. Your wealth is not just for your personal enjoyment. It is to fulfill God's greater purpose for your life. You will be a vessel through which God's goodness flows into the lives of those around you. As you walk in the fullness of this new season, chosen one, understand that this is just the beginning. What God is doing in your life is foundational, and it will ripple out into every aspect of your future. The road ahead may have its challenges, but they will be overshadowed by the blessings and the provision God has promised you. There is nothing in this world that can stop the plan God has for your life. The only thing that can hold you back is your willingness to step out in faith and trust in His timing. The transformation you are undergoing is not just a momentary change, it is a permanent shift. You will never go back to who you once were. The person you are becoming is greater, stronger, and more aligned with God's purpose than you could have ever imagined. You have been chosen for such a time as this, and there is no turning back. As you embrace your new identity, you will discover a strength, a peace, and a confidence that only comes from walking in God's will. You are ready for what lies ahead, chosen one. The journey ahead is one of divine purpose, a road that will not only fulfill God's plan for you, but will also impact generations to come. The transformation you are experiencing is not just a blessing for this moment, it is a blessing that will echo through time. As you continue to move forward in alignment with God's will, you will begin to see the ripple effects of His blessings reach far beyond your own life. What you are stepping into is not just personal success, it is the manifestation of God's glory that will touch the lives of others, bringing them into the same divine favor and abundance that you are now walking in. At 3 a.m., the doors are wide open for you to step into this new season of impact. God has already begun to position you in places of influence, places where your light will shine brightly. This light is not yours to keep. It is meant to be shared with the world. Your transformation, your success, and your blessings will serve as a testimony to others of God's goodness and faithfulness. There are people watching your life who are waiting to see the power of God's work in action, and your life will be the proof they need to believe. The impact you are about to make will be far-reaching, and it will change lives in ways you cannot yet imagine. As you walk in this divine calling, understand that every step you take will be filled with the weight of purpose. You are not just moving forward for your own gain, you are advancing the kingdom of God. This season is not about personal glory, it is about making a difference. God is using you as a vessel to bring His love, His light, and His truth into the world. You are not just living for yourself, you are living to fulfill a higher calling, one that will leave a legacy for those who come after you. Your obedience, your faith, and your willingness to walk in God's will create a ripple effect that will impact the world for generations. The path you are on is one of divine favor, and with favor comes responsibility. God is trusting you with His blessings, and with that trust comes a call to stewardship. You are not to hoard what God gives you, but to use it for His purposes. Your wealth, your influence, your gifts, and your time are all tools to build God's kingdom here on earth. The abundance that is pouring into your life is meant to flow through you to others. It is a divine cycle of giving and receiving that will not only bless you but will also change the lives of those around you. As you embrace this responsibility, you will see how God multiplies everything you touch. This season is about the overflow. The blessings you are receiving are not just for you, they are to be shared with those who need them. As God pours out His abundance upon you, He will lead you to those who are in need, and He will use you as a vessel to meet those needs. You are walking into a season where your generosity will be multiplied. Every time you give, you will receive more in return. This is the divine law of sowing and reaping, and it will manifest in your life in powerful ways. Your wealth, your resources, and your time are all opportunities to further God's work on this earth. Chosen one, this is a season of deepening trust and complete surrender. As you step further into this divine calling, there will be moments where the path ahead seems unclear. You may not always understand the direction God is leading you, but that is where your faith will be tested. Trust is not about knowing every detail. It's about walking in obedience even when you can't see the full picture. It is about saying yes to God's will, even when it requires stepping out into the unknown. And as you do, God will reveal Himself to you in ways you've never experienced before. Your faith will be strengthened, and you will find peace in knowing that He is guiding your every step. In this season, God is teaching you how to rely on Him completely. He is removing any dependence on your own strength and teaching you to trust in His power. You are walking into a season where you will experience God's provision in miraculous ways. The things you once thought impossible will now become possible because you are walking in God's will. You are being divinely positioned to receive everything that has been promised to you. The favor that will rest upon you in this season will be undeniable, and the world will see the manifestation of God's power in your life. This is your time, chosen one. God has already gone before you to prepare the way. The enemy will try to bring doubt and fear, but remember this: there is no weapon formed against you that will prosper. Your destiny is secure in God's hands. The promises He has made to you are yes and amen. The wealth, the opportunities, and the success that are coming your way are not the result of your efforts, but of God's faithfulness. He is opening doors that no man can shut, and He is positioning you to walk into a future that is filled with His glory. Every step you take from here forward will be one of divine favor. The road ahead will not be without challenges, but know that God is already fighting for you. Every obstacle you face will only be a stepping stone to the greater things God has prepared for you. The trials of the past have only prepared you for the greatness that is now unfolding. You are walking into a season of unshakable peace, unrelenting favor, and overwhelming blessings. This is the beginning of a new chapter in your life, and it is filled with the fullness of God's promises. Step boldly into it, knowing that He is with you every step of the way. Chosen one, as you continue to walk this path, you will come to understand that everything happening in your life is part of a much greater plan, one that God has designed specifically for you. The divine transformation you are undergoing is not just about receiving blessings, it is about stepping into the fullness of who you are called to be. This journey will take you to places you never thought possible, and you will encounter opportunities, people, and experiences that will serve to shape and refine your purpose. The vision God has placed in your heart will begin to manifest in ways that will not only change your life, but the lives of many others. The calling on your life is unique. It is tailored specifically to you, and no one else can walk it out in the same way you will. As you continue to step into this divine destiny, God will continue to refine and mold you. Each step you take will be part of His ongoing work of transformation. The person you were yesterday is no longer the person you are today, and who you are becoming will be an even greater reflection of God's glory and power. There is so much more inside of you than you realize, chosen one. The gifts, talents, and abilities that God has placed within you are all coming to the surface now. The divine shift you're experiencing is preparing you for what God has already ordained in the spiritual realm. At 3 a.m., there is a clarity that comes with God's presence. This is the time when the confusion of the world falls away, and you can clearly hear His voice. If you listen closely, you will hear God calling you to step into your divine purpose. This is not just about living for yourself. It's about becoming a vessel through which God's glory is revealed to the world. You were chosen for this. The gifts and talents you have been blessed with are meant to be shared, used to touch lives, and bring transformation to the people around you. As you align with God's purpose, you will see His hand working in every detail of your life. The people you encounter, the situations you find yourself in, will all be orchestrated by God to fulfill His plan for you. Understand that every moment of obedience is a seed that will yield a harvest of blessing and impact. The more you trust God and follow His lead, the more He will position you in places of influence and authority. You are not just meant to exist in this world. You are meant to leave a mark. God is elevating you, chosen one, not for your glory, but for His. The platforms you will stand on, the positions you will hold are all part of His divine strategy. He has placed a mantle of authority upon you, and as you continue to walk in obedience, you will see this authority manifest in the ways you speak, the actions you take, and the people you influence. As you move forward, understand that you are walking in a divine acceleration. What took others years to achieve, you will accomplish in a fraction of that time. This is the result of God's favor, and it is your inheritance as His chosen one. What was once out of reach will now be yours for the taking. This acceleration is not because of anything you've done, but because of the grace of God that is upon your life. He is making a way where there seems to be no way, opening doors that were once closed, and positioning you for success in ways that are beyond human understanding. God's plan for your life is not just to bless you in this moment, but to set you up for a lifetime of abundance and impact. The fullness of what He has in store for you will continue to unfold as you walk in His purpose. You are entering a season where everything you touch will prosper, and every decision you make will be divinely guided. As you lean into God's wisdom, He will show you exactly what steps to take. There is no need to fear the unknown because you are walking with the Creator of the universe. He is the one who knows the beginning from the end, and He is leading you step by step into the life He has already prepared for you. Your life is a testimony to the goodness of God, and as you continue to walk in obedience, you will witness the power of God's promises fulfilled in real time. What once seemed impossible will now be a reality. The things you've been praying for, hoping for, and believing for are coming to pass, and they are coming quickly. The fulfillment of God's promises will not be a distant dream. It is your present reality. As you step into the divine flow, you will experience an outpouring of blessings that will fill your life to overflowing. This is your season of divine manifestation, and the world will see the glory of God on display through you. You have been chosen for greatness, and the time to walk into that greatness is now. There is no more waiting, no more wondering. The doors are opening, and all that God has prepared for you is ready for you to walk in. Trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and trust that He has equipped you with everything you need to succeed. Every challenge you face will only serve to strengthen your faith and prepare you for the greatness that is ahead. The best is yet to come, and the divine favor you've been praying for is already yours. Chosen one, as you stand at the threshold of this divine journey, understand that you are not stepping into a mere season of blessings. You are stepping into your destiny. This moment in time, this very hour, is the culmination of everything God has been preparing you for. The struggles, the challenges, the trials you've faced were all necessary to bring you to this point. Every moment of hardship was shaping you into the person you are now, strong, resilient, and divinely positioned to fulfill the calling God has placed on your life. As you continue to walk in His purpose, You will begin to see how everything in your life has led to this moment of divine alignment. At 3 a.m., when the world is still and the distractions are quieted, God's voice becomes clearer. This is the time when He calls His chosen ones to rise and fulfill their purpose. You have been chosen to walk a path that not only brings blessings to your life, but to the lives of those around you. Your life is about to be a living testimony of God's goodness, His favor, and His divine provision. The world will see the transformation that has taken place in you, and through your story, many will come to know the power and the love of God. This season of your life is marked by divine acceleration. The blessings that have been held up for so long are now being released. What once seemed like delays or denials were only moments of divine preparation, where God was aligning things in the spiritual realm for your breakthrough. Now that the time has come, everything you have been waiting for will fall into place with divine precision. No more delays, no more setbacks. The doors that were once closed are now opening wide, and you will step through them with the confidence of knowing that God has already prepared the way. But with this divine favor, there also comes a responsibility. God is calling you not just to receive, but to give. The abundance He is pouring into your life is not just for your own benefit, it is to be used for His greater purpose. You are a vessel of His grace and provision, chosen to spread His love, to serve, and to impact the world around you. Every blessing you receive is an opportunity to give, to sow, and to further God's kingdom on earth. As you do this, you will see that the more you give, the more God will pour back into your life. His supply is limitless, and the more you walk in obedience, the more He will increase His favor upon you. At 3 a.m., the atmosphere shifts. God is speaking to you now, and His voice is clear. He is calling you to rise above the noise of the world, to step out in faith and embrace the destiny He has prepared for you. This is not the time to shrink back or second-guess yourself. This is the time to move forward with boldness, knowing that God is with you, equipping you for every step of the way. You are not walking alone. The Creator of the universe is walking with you, leading you, and providing for you every step of the journey. In this new season, the challenges you face will not defeat you, they will refine you. God is using every obstacle as a stepping stone to elevate you higher. What the enemy meant for harm, God will use for your good. Every battle you face will strengthen your faith, deepen your reliance on God, and sharpen your focus on His will for your life. You are becoming more than a conqueror through Christ. Your trials are only temporary, but the victory you are walking into is eternal. God is not just calling you to success, He is calling you to greatness. The greatness that He has ordained for your life is not measured by worldly standards, but by the impact you will have on others. You are destined to make a difference, to leave a legacy that will echo for generations to come. The world will see your success and know that it is not of your own doing, but of God's divine favor and purpose. Every blessing you receive will point back to Him, and through your life others will come to know His love, His power, and His glory. Before we close, let me remind you, chosen one, that this is your time. The time to step into your purpose, the time to rise above the challenges, and the time to receive the abundance that God has set aside for you. You have been prepared for this moment. The doors are open, the opportunities are in front of you, and God's favor is upon you. All that is left for you to do is step boldly into the life God has ordained for you. You are ready. Chosen one, as you walk in this divine moment, know that everything you've endured has brought you to this place of divine favor. Every trial, every hardship, every moment of waiting was part of God's greater plan for your life. And now, you are stepping into the fullness of His promises. This is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter in your life. The transformation you are undergoing is not just for today, but for the rest of your life. The blessings you are about to receive will overflow, and your life will serve as a beacon of hope to those around you. Remember, chosen one, that God has already equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Your strength does not come from your own abilities, but from God's power working in you. His grace is sufficient, and His provision is unending. As you step forward, trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and trust that He will always be with you. The road ahead may have challenges, but you will walk through them with God's strength, knowing that He is guiding your every step. Your life is a living testimony of God's goodness, and as you continue to walk in His purpose, You will see His promises unfold in ways you never imagined. The time has come, chosen one, to rise and step into the destiny that God has prepared for you. There is no turning back. The favor of God is upon you, and His plan for your life is greater than anything you could have dreamed. Trust in Him, walk in faith, and know that you are walking into a future filled with purpose, abundance, and divine fulfillment. This is your time. The doors are open. The blessings are flowing. Step boldly into the life God has called you to live. You are ready, and God is with you every step of the way.